The next big question is, which set of Chinese characters should I be learning? There are two sets of Chinese characters. There are the traditional and the simplified. Very roughly, the traditional characters are used in Taiwan, Hong Kong, Macau and parts of Guangdong on the mainland. Cantonese, which is spoken in Hong Kong, Macau and parts of Guangdong, use traditional characters. Also, Japanese kanji stems from traditional characters, which is something you might want to bear in mind if you've previously learned Japanese or plan to do so in the future. Simplified characters are used pretty much everywhere else, the main place being mainland China. First of all, neither is better or worse. This is a hugely politicized debate because of the tensions between Taiwan and the mainland. It's very hard not to get wrapped up in the political elements here. It's something that doesn't interest me and I'm not going to talk about. If this does interest you, there's a great Wikipedia page. Again, it's in the links. I imagine that this is one of the most difficult to maintain Wikipedia pages on earth, and I don't begrudge the brave souls trying to keep it unvandalized. Even the name Simplified and Traditional is somewhat politicized. In Taiwan, traditional characters are referred to as proper rather than traditional, which gives you an idea of what we're talking about here. The answer to the question of which character set you should learn depends entirely on you, not on anything political, not on anything cultural outside of your particular situations. If you are learning Cantonese rather than Mandarin Chinese, then you should be learning traditional characters. That's nice and simple. If you're learning Mandarin Chinese, or what we normally refer to as standard Chinese, then your decision will depend entirely on whether you want to use your Chinese in relationship with mainland China or whether you want to use it in relationship with Taiwan, Hong Kong and Guangdong. If you want to do business with, enjoy the culture of, visit, work or study in Taiwan, then learn traditional characters. Otherwise, simplified makes more sense in the majority of other situations. Again, this depends entirely on you and what you want to use your Chinese for. If you haven't decided what you want to use your Chinese for, then I can't answer this question for you. I would suggest you do a little bit more research, find out whether you enjoy culture, maybe the food and the television and films of mainland China or Taiwan, and then make your decision based on that. Take some time to investigate the two and come to your own decision, not based on anyone's political views. One good thing is that once you have a solid foundation in either set of Chinese characters, you can pick up the other one relatively simply. It's not a big a deal as many people will say. A lot of characters, in fact the majority of characters, are exactly the same in both traditional and simplified, and the ones that are not the same, there are often quite simple rules that you can follow to convert from one to the other, and the conversion process is very logical. In short, if you decided that you've learned the wrong set and that your interests lie elsewhere, then you can make the switch later. So instead of getting caught up in the endless and ultimately unanswerable question about which one is better, right now the best thing you can do is make a decision and move on, get studying. If you need to learn the other character set later, not a problem, you can.